Hello, 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 and welcome to Courageously Kind. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz. We're twin sisters and best friends.
Together, we share stories of especially kind humans doing especially kind things, in hopes that these conversations motivate and inspire you to be kinder to yourself and others. When we're not speaking with an incredible guest, we'll speak directly from our hearts about what it means to us to be courageously kind.
Well, it's that time of year. Woohoo! We are so excited about fall.
Oh my god, it's our favorite season.
It's our favorite season. Our birthday, the day before Halloween.
So we're a little biased.
Our love for autumn runs deep.
Yeah, I just love autumn scents, autumn food.
I love the weather. I love it gets cold.
The weather. It's also back to school time. I feel like that I think we all can relate to in one way or another.
We've all been to school at
Right.
some point in our lives.
Right. So we all know the feeling of late August, early September, getting ready to maybe go for the first time.
Yeah?
You know, maybe you're in a transition period, or you're going from one stage to the next. Maybe you're starting something for the first time, or you're just going for another year. We all at one point went back to school.
We all know that feeling that I always used to get excited. I liked school. I liked being in school, but I also used to get nervous too. It's kind of a nerve-wracking time for kids and for parents, probably for teachers as well.
Yeah.
Maybe teachers are used to it at that point. If you're a teacher, let us know.
But a lot of emotions can come with going back to school.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about how to be kind to yourself and to other people as we're all going through this transition.
Woohoo! So, really quickly, where we're coming from today is we're getting ready to go to college. Or at this point, I guess we will be in college.
You'll be college freshmen.
College freshmen.
What?
Which is crazy. I have to keep reminding myself I like school, so I'm going to be fine. But,
Right.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's a big transition, a big change. But it's also a big change if you're going into high school. This is your last year of high school. Maybe you're going into middle school or leaving middle school and going to high school. Maybe you're a parent who is dropping their kids off for the first time. And that's scary.
Yeah.
Wherever you're at, please know that it is a collective feeling. Everyone's feeling the same way.
Yeah.
You're not alone. And whatever you're feeling.
Yeah. Whether it be excitement or nervousness, someone else out there is feeling the exact same thing. We got inspired to sort of talk about back to school things by a story that we were actually sent by a friend of ours, but then I saw it everywhere. It's kind of a story that's gone viral, I would definitely say.
Absolutely.
People magazine, I think, posted it or shared it on their Facebook or something, and it went totally viral. But it's the story of a mom named Brittany Dennison, who is from Texas, and she is the mom of a 5-year-old boy named Michael, who has Treacher-Collins syndrome, which is a craniofacial condition very similar to Goldenhar syndrome. You might be familiar with it if you've seen the movie Wonder. It is the condition that Augie, the main character of Wonder, has.
And Michael is starting school for the first time.
The very first time.
And I'm sure we all know how that feels.
Absolutely.
Whether you remember kindergarten or not.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all had those feelings of...
First day jitters.
Yeah. And it's especially nerve-wracking and I hate to say difficult, but it's definitely... Those feelings are heightened when you have a facial difference.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm nervous about college.
I'm nervous about college, and I don't have
Yeah.
a facial difference.
But it's different when you look different.
Yeah. Especially this year with our school just mandated masks again, which is probably a good thing to keep us all safe.
Yes, definitely, we gotta do what we gotta do. But for me, a mask will cover most of my face and most of my difference. So that anxiety and that fear of, on the one hand, I'm relieved, and I think I'll be able to blend in better. On the other hand, that fear and that anxiety of eventually,
at some point,
there's going to be the big reveal.
Yeah.
And people are going to see how different I really am, and that might be difficult after I've built relationships with people.
Yeah.
And I feel hesitant and nervous. How do I approach this? How do I handle this? And anybody else with a facial difference, please reach out and we can talk about it. Because I think we need to talk about these things.
Absolutely.
Within the community. But it can be very scary, and what am I trying to say?
Just like a nerve-wracking time. It's kind of funny is I don't even have a facial difference, but I was kind of relieved when they said we're going to be wearing masks, because it is a way to sort of put up a wall and to hide, and it is for our safety, and we are not talking about masks as we are in support of anything we have to do to end this pandemic, and masks being one of them. So if you are asked to wear a mask, please wear a mask to protect people with immunocompromised conditions. Yeah. So that's not what we're talking about here at all. We're just sort of sharing some of our anxieties about going back to school, but I even feel that fear, and I don't have a facial difference, so I can't imagine what it must be like living with a facial difference and hiding and then taking it off, and that must be really uncomfortable sometimes. Yeah. So,
but on a more positive note, going back to Michael and Brittany.
Yes.
Brittany was very courageous, and I noticed too was very kind about her message to parents about getting your kids ready to start school. And I noticed too, going back to kindness, a mother is very protective of her children, and she could have very easily been really defensive and really protective and been like, don't stare at my kid, and don't do this, and don't do that, and, she could have been very defensive, but instead she approached this with such a place of kindness and compassion and love.
Such grace, too.
Such grace.
Yeah.
And she said this on her Instagram, I believe, on her social media account.
I think it was Facebook, but I'm not sure.
Talking to parents to talk to your children before school starts next week. Talk to them about using words like different and unique instead of weird and scary. Talk to them not only about being friendly and kind, but also about being
Couldn't have said it better.
So we want to ask parents as well, please listen to Brittany, and please take her words to heart.
Have these conversations with your kids. We have made episodes tailored to this specific topic. Smile, Don't Stare is one. I believe we have an episode on how to talk to kids about facial differences as well. And there are resources on our Instagram for that as well.
Absolutely. You can find other resources on Face Equality International. If you're in the States, you can find them at FACES, the National Craniofacial Association. There are plenty of resources out here to help you parents talk to your kids. And parents, you guys, we talk about the next generation, and we talk about how they can change the world, but you guys are going to be the people that inspire that change in them. So it's your job, and we're please asking you to please care about these issues, talk to your kids about these issues.
Not just face equality, but also disabilities in general, accessibility,
inclusivity.
These are all things that you can have these conversations with your kids. These topics are not so complex. Yeah. We have talked about it time and time again, but we have seen our family friends have these conversations with their kids, and their kids are the most accepting people I have ever met because
Absolutely.
their parents cared enough to have these conversations with them.
Absolutely. There are plenty of great resources. You don't have to go it alone. You don't have to figure it out on your own. There are plenty of resources and people like ourselves to help you out.
Absolutely. So we're going to be sharing a bunch of resources throughout this video, as we already have. Also on our Instagram. Our Instagram is a great place to find the resources that we will share and direct you in all sorts of directions where you can find more resources as well.
Yeah.
So,
We had some good news.
tell me something good. There used to be...
Trademark.
That might be trademarked.
I hope not.
We used to listen to the radio every day on our way to school, and there would be a little good news segment, and they would play, tell me something good.
So Michael did start kindergarten.
Yay!
Yay. And some very courageously kind people heard that it was Michael's first day of school and wanted to give him a proper escort.
How freaking cool is that? Can you imagine being 5 years old and, like, having these people escort you to school? Okay, tell them who.
So not only did local first responders pop out to escort Michael to school, he had some superhero, courageously kind friends escort him to school as well.
A superhero is like Batman. Batman?
Can you imagine your first day of kindergarten? Oh, Batman dropped me off.
Batman dropped me off this morning. Who dropped you off this morning? My mom, my dad. Oh, Batman.
Batman.
As well as Captain Marvel. I've never seen the Marvel movies, but that's pretty stinking cool.
Pretty cool. And another great reason to care about facial differences.
Because superheroes care about them. So it must be
pretty important.
Must be pretty important. So thank you so much to Miss Brittany Dennison for writing this sort of letter to parents.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope to share that message today with you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us.
We're open books.
We're open books, and if we don't know the answer, we can find you someone who does.
Yeah.
So, happy back to school season.
Woohoo!
To
enjoy fall.
Yes, all the students going back to school, best of luck. Have an awesome year. Have fun. Study hard.
To teachers, thank you.
Thank you.
To parents, thank you.
You guys are
got
also
this.
incredible. It's been a crazy couple of years. It's been wild for kids, for teachers, for students, for parents. And who knows what this year will bring, but...
Like High School Musical says, we're all in this together.
Aw, that was nice. That was nice. All right, so thank you. Best of luck. Sending all of our love. Don't forget to be kind. Don't forget to be courageously kind. Have a great year.
We'd like to give a huge thank you to Anna Waltz Landscape Contracting for their support of Courageously Kind.
Anna Waltz is a family-owned landscape contracting company in Berks County that has served Pennsylvania for over 35 years.
If you're ready to get your landscaping project started, visit AnnaWaltzLandscape.com or call 610-916-7070.
Anna Waltz Landscape Contracting, beautifying Pennsylvania 1 yard at a time.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think might like it too.
And if you want to support the show, leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really does help. Or check out our merch store at courageouslykind.org. Take good care, and we'll see you back here real soon.